Oh, you know that guy that pushed over the boulder?
Yeah, John Boulder.
Yeah, the Boy Scouts kicked him out.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you mean, oh?
Well.
That's the fucking least that should happen to that guy. It turns out that boulder, I was wrong. It wasn't 1,000,000 years old. It was 170 million years old. The Boy Scouts cited their rule of like.
Oh yeah, for
no
them. Oh
trace or
no,
whatever.
you can't do that stuff and be a Boy Scout. Were you ever a Boy Scout?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was a Cub Scout.
Yeah. I mean, that is like Boy Scout kryptonite. Like you can't go to some fucking natural place
And fuck it up.
that doesn't work.
Yeah. I don't know. You seem to have some sympathy for this fucking monster.
It doesn't.
Why does that not matter to you?
Listen. I'm not gonna say that it's not like a jerk maneuver. I mean, the Rock definitely doesn't care.
No, the Rock doesn't care, but the weight of time, like that's a powerful fucking piece of history. Like it has been that way for 170 million years. My mind cannot even comprehend that. You think it's okay to just go push over that rock?
It's not something that I would ever do. I don't think it's like a cool thing to do.
Yeah, see, I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You're fucking diminishing it.
But again, I'm not trying to diminish it. I think about the rock like, this. It's like a formation. Like this rock is up here, now the rock is down there. Like I don't know.
What if it was a tree? What if he chopped down a fucking 1,000,000-year-old tree, like some giant old redwood?
Oh yeah, for some reason the tree would bother me a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it was a fraction of the age.
Yeah.
You're a fucking treeist.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely prefer trees to rocks.
Something beautiful that exists in the fucking natural world and has existed that way for longer than we've been here.
I completely understand, like on paper, I completely understand it.
I think you're a bad person.
I have never said anything to the contrary.
I don't think the guy should go to jail, but I think that he should.
but you think that he loses his badges?
I think he loses his badges. I think he has to pay a huge fucking fine, and I think he should probably have to go on some kind of TV show and apologize for being such a goddamn jackass. Maybe cut his arms off. I can't push over any more rocks.
I wonder if they'll try to fix it.
No, I don't think so. Is that Erica?
I think I heard Eric. Yeah.
I have to ask you a question, and Kiko.
Okay.
So, in Utah, this guy went to a place called Goblin Valley, where there are these crazy rock formations that have formed, where it's like a big boulder on top of kind of like a little spindly piece of rock.
Yeah.
Just the way that they've eroded that way. 170 million year old rock.
Or whatever.
170 million year old rock.
Long. I mean,
And he videotapes himself pushing it over.
And then dancing.
And then dancing and laughing about how rad he is.
The woohoo.
Jerry does not think this is a big deal.
Because Jerry's a criminal.
Thank you!
What if somebody just walked into the Museum of Natural History and just broke all the dinosaur bones?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be kind of shitty?
He keeps saying that it's just a rock. He's like, well, what, the rock was up here and now the rock is down here. What's the
Dinosaur bones are
difference?
just rocks. What if somebody cut down all the redwood trees?
See? Trees he doesn't like.
No, listen. That's you're moving into a different territory there with trees.
He has sympathy for this jackass. And I just want to make
You're
sure
a rock
that...
pusher. That's what you are.
I just want to make sure that we were all on the same page and that he is a bad person.
Push apologist.
He is a push apologist.
I mean, all the bad things are happening to him, right? Like he is accruing.
But you have sympathy for him.
Yeah, but I'm saying the system works.
No, that's not what's important here. You have sympathy for him.
I think that he might have nudged it or something.
No, he pushed it over.
No.
He pushed it over and then celebrated having pushed it over. Monster. You know, it's also, it just happened this way, but we asked 2 other artists. I mean, I wonder if we asked Robert, if we asked one of the...
Oh, I see, like a designer, like people for whom intentionality is.
Yeah, I mean, the three of us are all artists. I wonder if that makes some kind of difference.
Maybe. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I certainly haven't read an account from anyone who isn't absolutely scandalized.
Yeah. This is a comic strip, though.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I did beat Wolf Among Us, and it was great.
Oh, yeah.
I do really like, I mean, you probably saw this already because you played Walking Dead, but I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
At the very end where it shows you what percentage of people made the same choices you did.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it has that little next time on, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you've never seen an episodic game like that, really run 100%.
Yeah.
And, like, do all the things that you want a game like that to do and telegraph all that stuff, that's really cool. But the psychological test immediately afterward,
and 27% of people answered this way, and
yeah, I was way off of the norm on a couple of them.
Yeah, so I wrapped it up, and now I'm going to go back and read those Fable, the things you unlock, the Fable stories.
Yeah. And again, like that stuff. I mean, maybe eventually they'll work those dossiers into some of the lies and puzzles. Mm-hmm. Like maybe eventually you'll have to use some background information to beat somebody.
Knowing information about them.
Right, but I think that even not being a Fables fan, like not being a reader of those comics, I mean, you were able to sort of get into the groove of that world, right?
Oh, easy.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that tough to.
Oh my gosh, it's not tough at all
to crack into. It's like it's fun. It's sort of like when you watch a movie, like a movie version of a book that you've already read or something like that. Like we know these archetypes.
Yeah.
It's fun to see how different archetypes pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If there was another Wolf Among Us strip, I would definitely do it. I like it a lot, and I
thought more about the one we wrote yesterday, and I am less certain about it now.
Yeah, you want to redo it?
Yeah, I mean, if we can come up with a better Wolf Among Us strip, especially now that I've wrapped it up too.
Yeah. If you've cut all the way through it, then there's definitely strips we can. There's definitely strips we can pull. It's a really like the idea isn't that complex, like the core idea of the series, but God, you could have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, I knew from Walking Dead what I was getting into. Like, I knew how I would feel at the end of that thing, and so I was prepared for it.
Oh yeah, I was not prepared.
No,
for
and
it.
we're not. You're not really used to games that are this. The game is not long, but that hunger. But it's more like it's more than it is even for a TV show that I really like. Mm-hmm. First, because it's about a month.
Yeah, it's so far in between episodes.
Right, and I'm there. I'm engaged with it.
I'm doing the stuff.
I'm engaged with it in a completely different way. Yeah, I mean they did it. I mean they actually delivered on the promise.
I mean that end is definitely a the fuck moment.
Yeah, it's the first of many. Like, they're going to make you feel like that, several more times.
Yeah.
And you're going to creep up to that fourth, because there's going to be 5 chapters, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to creep up to that 4th chapter, and by that time, like, it's just the inertia. Like, you've been barreling toward the ending for so long then. When they start fucking with you, come episode 4.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Maybe Tycho and Charles are like out front, and Charles is like, "We gotta leave soon for the movie." Is Gabe coming? And Tycho's like, "I was just about to wrap up Wolf Among Us. We'll know when he's done." And Charles is like, "How are we gonna know that?" And then you hear the fuck, and then he like throws the computer out the window, lands next to him.
Okay, we can go.
Think he's done?
Right.
Yeah. And he's done.
Yeah, it seems like Charles would want to present the idea that movies happen at specific times.
Yeah.
It seems like that would be important to him.
Yeah. If it throws the Xbox through the window, maybe that might look better.
Oh, as a thing to see?
Yeah.
You can read it.
Does he understand that movies happen at specific times? He's just wrapping up The Wolf Among Us. When's he gonna be done? Hearing just a the fuck? What? God. Okay, he's done. Yeah, that's good.
There you go.